Hey everyone, some guy named Rob here, and we've reached that time of year where once again we stay up late with many a pair of eyes locked on TV feeds live from Times Square to watch Old Man Winter's balls drop. It's also a time of year for each of us to look back at the year that was, while also looking ahead to the year that is to come, and hope that the whiplash effect doesn't make our hangovers any worse than they already are. 2017 started off on a bittersweet note. While on the one hand I was sporting a very spiffy new wedding ring that was very ceremoniously placed on my finger in the last hours of 2016, my other hand was not able to grab hold of my backpack, which had been stolen from the reception hall that was rented for said wedding, along with my wallet, some personal grooming items, the key to the reception hall, and a change of clothes, all of which were in said backpack. Good times. Good times. It kind of set the tone for the year to come, actually. Thankfully, it wasn't all bad news. Hey, at the very least, the weather held out, and it only rained twice through the spring and into the summer, once for 43 days and the second time for 39 days. This came as a relief because, there's nothing more depressing than when it rains all the time. Of course, I would be exaggerating if I said that the sun never came out at all this summer, and that we never had the chance to bask in the brutal heat and humidity that only that much precipitation can bring when combined with ball-blistering sunshine. The fact that Mother Nature saved the hottest and most humid 3 weeks of the year for the exact time that we moved from our former worldwide headquarters of picturesque downtown Moose Creek, Ontario to the welcoming shores of Alexandria, Ontario, with not a single air conditioning unit that would fit into any of our windows was yet another treat. Okay, yes, there were some big-time positives. I moved from a contractor position to a term employee role where I work, which was a major point of pride for both myself and my bank account. There was also the raising of $750 for the Ottawa chapter of Autism Ontario this past September with my Chin for the Win campaign that was a major plus. And, as you can see, I am keeping a promise that I made to an anonymous donor to keep my beard off until March, in spite of the fact that the current wind chills that dip into the minus 20s and 30s make the air hurt my face. Also, our move to the welcoming shores of Alexandria mean that for the first time in 6 years, we have real internet again. We've also upgraded our digs to the point where I have a semi-private office space, and once we're finished reorganizing our living room for like the third time since September, I'll be able to focus on getting the office set up just the way I like it, which hopefully will mean fewer animated guy named Rob videos and more on-camera guy named Rob videos. We've also got X going to a great daycare, and that will help him get the support he needs in order to be able to start school this coming September. And the fact that school only starts this coming September means that I'll have plenty of time to stockpile the necessary amounts of Kleenex and hard liquor that'll be required to help mom watch her baby grow up just a little bit more. Which I guess is about as smooth as a transition as I'll ever come up with to swing the pendulum toward the looking forward to 2018 side of things, so here we go. Now, for people who've known me for a while, I really suck at keeping in contact with people for long stretches of time. Things end up getting busy and I'll sort of lose myself in what's going on in the moment and occasionally forget things like, say, birthdays or anniversaries or the fact that someone's dog may have died, so I probably shouldn't bring over a random chew toy and ask where the puppy is when I go over to their house. The little details that get away from you from time to time. But rather than dwell on the problem, I've decided instead to focus on the solution. You see, as all of you who are watching this right now are friends and family, I have the unique opportunity to speak to you all at the same time. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Rob, what if not every one of your friends and family are watching this video? I believe in simple solutions are the best solutions. So these people are completely undeserving of my presence in their lives, are therefore all dead to me, and they can burden the sixth circle of hell, or whichever reasonable equivalent exists according to each individual's faith and denomination. Problem solved. Whoa, I hear you saying. What if people are just too busy right now because of the holidays and can only get to this video at some time in the future? Isn't casting them into the inferno or reasonable facsimile thereof a little bit drastic? I get you. You see, I've already planned for that contingency, because whoever does eventually end up watching this video to this point in the video, they're showing that they're making a concerted effort to show that they are true friends and family, and they're automatically reinstated as such and once again deserving of my undying loyalty. I'm flexible that way. So to all of you watching this, First of all, allow me to save some time and wish you a most joyous new calendar year. In an effort to be more efficient, I'm going to omit the specific year so that you can rewatch this video on a yearly basis and save me the time of having to do something different whenever late December rolls around. You're welcome. Next up, allow me to wish each of you my sincerest of happy birthday wishes in advance. Now, in the event that you're somehow watching this video after your birthday has taken place in the upcoming calendar year at the time of this video, I will make this one-time exception in wishing you a belated happy birthday. Again, I'm flexible, but don't make this a habit. Like, be sure to watch this one on time next year like everybody else. They're all putting in the effort, so there's no reason why you can't too. For anyone who has conceived or given birth to a child, congratulations to the addition of your growing family unit. And may the joys of parenthood be as rich, rewarding, and enjoyable as the sex was to conceive your newly or soon-to-be spawned bundle of joy. Congratulations to all of you who will receive a promotion or substantial increase in monetary compensation from your place of employment. Allow me to be quite literally the first one to commend you on your well-deserved upcoming good fortune. In the event of a loss of employment that should come to pass, no problem. I am here to be the first in line to assure you that this door is only closing to allow opportunity to come knocking. Because you can't knock on an open door, and opportunity seems to have this thing against using doorbells, and I've kind of let this get away from me, and truth be told, I kind of forgot where I was going with all of this anyway. I'm sure there's a lot more to put on the list, but as this is already over 1,250 words, and honestly, a lot of the stuff I'm leaving out tends to fall into the negative side of things, like accidents and breakups and divorce and death and stuff like that. I really want to keep this a little bit more upbeat, if you don't mind. It's not all about you guys. Which reminds me, I'd also like to add a generous sprinkling of random hellos and messages wishing you and your family / significant other well. Feel free to use those up as you see fit. Spread it around a little, but if you really need a good bunch, cut loose, go crazy. Happy New Year, everyone.